Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Today is the Buddhist Kathina Day. Kathina Day means after the rain retreat for the monks, female and male monks, who finished their 3 months secluded retreat. So after today, in India, in the old time, they can start to traveling, teaching, searching for higher practice, and some just have more come into the society to benefit others. So in the past 3 months in India, mostly raining everywhere. So not good for travel in the old day. That is how the Kathina Day come from. So today is the Kathina Day. So the Buddha said this is a good day. If you want to bring any support to the monastery, to the monastic, so they can travel, have some fun, some support in that day, what we call the 4 kinds of support: food, medicine, clothes, and a little bit belonging. So that is the support for them, so they can travel along. The travel in group. Monastic, they don't work. They only work for spiritual and serve others. They don't work for material support for themselves. So they rely or depend on the followers or students who help them in this path. That is a tradition. I want to talk a little bit in the Kathina Day. My tradition come from is the monastic training. So Kathina means you need to bring out the result. Buddha talk about life and talk about life's transformed experience. You need to bring out the result. It's not the word come from the book only. You need to test by your thumb, not by the teaspoon. So test the word, how it can merge, melt in your body and mind. So in Buddhism, we talk about the path. Only walk into the path can bring you into the goal. That is called liberation. So who walk into the path is what look for cessation. What cessation means for us is you need to cease rush. We know that we have a lot of attachment. Some attachment is good, but some attachment is not good. It brings burning. It brings stress. It brings harm to others and not benefit to yourself. I call it rush. That need to be first abandoned. So, and the monk too, with himself, he need to abandon the second one, and the third one, lay Buddhists not ask like that. So he need to abandon, involve into worldly concern. This is a monastic, he need to involve, to do this practice, to abandon, not have the house, not have the children, not have this and that. even those not have five senses, sensual pleasure, entertainment, so that he not hardworking in that, in order he can bring fully his mindfulness training to make his spiritual life grow. So he need to abandon something, worry about living and worry about fear to die. This monk not going to concern that. He need to transform. His big insurance cover is not Medicaid insurance cover. It's the Dhamma insurance. The teaching already bring you insurance. So you don't worry about that. This is the third one. So he always concern, fear, death, and concern about life, living. This is not the monk's standard. So this is three kinds of what we call that quality that bring the life into the path, eightfold path, in order you move to the goal. The goal is liberated. I bring it here to say is mind free. Bring your mind free. So with this practice, it need to be very practical, come to the life, rooted your mindfulness into four foundation of mindfulness, and use Four Noble Truths as the important perception to guide your mind and body. So the first thing is the first Noble Truth, need to always bring it into your mind as a base. In order your senses touching to this world, you will pull yourself back. You know that that is unsatisfactoriness, that is suffering, that is something that impermanent changing, that is something that not belong to you, dominate. Exterior phenomenon like that, by senses contact, and the body formation also like that. Even though the perception is always like that, changing, and it all come to cessation, not for self-dominate or control. That is the first Noble Truth. Use the mindfulness training in order your mind become sharp and sharp in the day. I mean sharp is no more daydream in the life. I want to make an example. Yesterday I still work in the roofing there, and then a team come from Washington town and help. Someone still chewing, what we call that? Yes, in the roofing there. I need to clean up all the time. And then until yesterday, the second day, they're still chewing there, and I told them, oh boy, not chewing that. What animal is coming up from the ruin here? You know, you need to know the danger. Once you step over that, you must slide it down from 30 feet up there to the ground. It's because of this fun. So I tell them, and then they quickly clean it up and no more chewing there in that day. The mind is not sharp about life, meaning. So for the monk, it's not like that. The monk rooted in four foundations of mindfulness, knowing the body, knowing the feeling, not looking for that kind of entertainment or what we call that. Let me name it. I call it rush ring. You need to know your mind touching or your body stay in the rush ring. What rush ring means? Food, 5 senses, pleasure, man and woman, happiness, and then fight. The mind have a lot of daydream going in or looking for this and that kind of burning. So this is something that we are not remain highly alert. If someone who trains his mindfulness, he will bring himself very alert in this kind of thing in order he move your mind into something else. You are not present at that moment. You don't know how dangerous is it. So dream is always changing in the mind, but make sure that not go into that kind of thing. It becomes obstacle. It becomes that what I call that careless. So mind need to train it, make it more into sharp. Here is something we call the pure realms or the good mind state. What I call that? Something you can see, oh, this is right, this is good custom. Every nation has its good custom. Oh, this kind of people, good morality in this religion, that spiritual practice, or this custom. So all this tradition, or even though talk about the truth, know about the good teaching as human beings carry on to learn something. You need to have very sharp mind in order you can share that. Why we want to share that? In the Buddha long ago, he learned from Indian culture. He is the, what I call him, reformer. Yeah. Learn all the Indian culture and get the good one, benefit one, can be universal use applied to human body and mind in order this mind make more for his own freedom. His body learn something, become more good behavior in order he can fit into the society, not make trouble to himself and others. This is what we call that the truth, universal truth. So he just pay for food every day, only for 1 meal or 2 meals. Very seriously, he put his life in to the training. What he look for? Here today is Kathina. I want to bring 2 great disciples of the Buddhas to talk about their character. I love them very much because I read a lot the sutra, and then I see these 2 kinds of great elder monk. His character is something that I need his character to my own body and mind. In order that quality will turn me out from the samsara. The first one is Mahakassapa. The second one is Ananda, Maha-Ananda. Or what we call it, Ananda Thela, means elder. Mahakassapa, he have the character. It's a little bit different. Before he come to the monastery, he already have 3 kind of character. Serious-minded is the first one. The second one is reserved. The third one is very strong and impatient. And the fourth one is hardworking and painstaking. This is before his life come to the monastery, and before he meet Buddha, he already have these 4 kind of character. I name these 4 kind of character is the one who want to benefit for himself in order his life will be more earnest. Go to this 4 step. My life, I put myself into this 4 step, and I think this is universal. So, the first step is look for living. The second step is little bit higher, look for living and good. The third one is look for living, look for good, but need to improve all the time, years by years, month by month, day by day, need to look for living, good, improve, and then the 4th one is add another one, perfect. This is my enlightenment. But for the one who not looking for something for his own character, means he don't have self-reflection. His mindfulness is only joking around, gossiping and complaining other, not looking for himself. Then this 4, he only live for one, look for living. So life look for living is little bit, I think that less learned. Human being is not animal and not other creature. It's not only for living. So look for good, improve, in good into perfect. That is what we look for in order to adjust our character to be the best character what we have. So for Mahakassapa, he come to in Buddhism meet the Buddha. So his 4 character changing into one character that I name is healthy and energetic, or strengthened and vigorous. If someone have read his biography, you know that in the last day when the Buddha said, "Oh, Mahakassapa, your monk clothes is too heavy." He looked for the people throw away that kind of rope and put it together, put into the bodies. Maybe too heavy. Once they're getting old, the Buddha said, "Oh, you can wear the light one because the society already changed." He said, "No, I get used to this. It's no problem." And you know he can bear, this kind of very strong character to bear. So in the day, very difficult, he still make all this the teaching into assembly, so that all this record been bring to this world is by him. And once I want to say the second one is Ananda, the elder. So Ananda have different character. This character is many times the Buddha himself said, "Oh, Ananda, you are the great assistant to me because you have certain quality that other monks don't have. Here is he have four character that I like very much, and then it bring him and bring to this communities of monk easy, not problem, not stress. So the first one of his character is amiable, and easy of approach, means he with other very easy. Yeah. The second one is sharp. Mind very sharp, means his sitting is accurate to the point, right to the point, and then his memory is not missed. Once he already touching by the senses, he can remember it easy and bring it out easy. Very concentrated mind. The third one is gentle and agreeable. The fourth one is forbearing. Even though the last day been kicked out by the community because of he's not come to the goal years, so come to the last assembly, want to bring all this teaching together, he's not qualified, been abandoned. He still become forbearant, tolerant, and all the assembly come to another city. He walk alone. He still follow up, come to assembly. He know that no one's memory have that kind of knowledge like him. So practice for yourself as Ananda. Just have one word, pay. P-A-R. I like this word a lot. These two characters of Mahakassapa and Ananda, one is strong to benefit to himself for mind liberated. The second one is benefit to other by helping. These two different characters. So these two different characters, if you put the Dhamma into, or put the teaching and training into it, then it will purify these two characters into one kind of character that what we call that enlightened people, or maybe in the Catholic they call them holy. We call them noble character. So what is the noble character that Buddhists call them elder? Means his mind and body become very mature, not see a lot of mistake, very minor mistake. Maybe that is careless from some time, mindless from some time, but his intention or his desire is not that. So in Buddhism, we do a lot of practice in order to purify our 4 or 3 poison. That is what the Buddha said we need to do. So the elder's character become like this. The first one is wholesome, skillful. The second one is kindly and amiable. The third one is pure. The fourth one, still like that, serious minded. We know there's someone of us, if you soft like the father, taking all the children, you have love, fully support them. But come to the end, you lost something, what I call that impressive strength. The children, not because of that love, they grow mature. Sometimes the children fight with his parents is very strong because the loss of respect. So in a monk life, we train ourselves. One thing you cannot give up is serious-minded. So you can see right now the world. What I make an example is wife and husband, sometimes too much love and no respect, so they cannot come together anymore. It's very unfortunate. So the monastic come together, we are female and we are male, but love and respect because of the training. Love there, we need to purify some rust in order the respect still carry there. And for the teacher and student just the opposite. They respect and they don't love. A lot of teachers like that. Right now, respect and love is no more. When you go to education, you pay, they teach you. It's just something called exchange. So for us to say is, this human civilization need to carry something in order we can form this human body and mind, become the good character in order we have peaceful society. Training for us as a monastic, the first one is based on truthfulness. We come to this monastic life, we look for ourselves, no one puts us in. So that everyone come to the monastery as someone who come here, we need to help each other as a brother and brother, that kind of friendship. So we equal to share everything. We help each other out in order we can bring our changing into good quality to move forward into this path more easy. So truthfulness, virtue, healthy, at least we need to add another optimistic for the life. Otherwise, we will be very tough because of we look for living, good, improve, and perfect. It's not applied. If you pessimistic. So you need to see the teaching very sharply in order you know that, oh, this thing can make the life change. So you don't have that kind of mindset of depression. Depression, I mean it like this, monkey mind, daydream. That for the monk life, we call that mental sick too. because you wasted your time into mindfulness training. Okay, the last word I want to say. For a monk who represents himself as a Sangha member or the representative of the teaching of the Buddha, of the training of the Buddha, training skill of the Buddha. This for me is very tough challenge. So for today, I want to say is this word. Be capable of shouldering important tasks. Can help a pose of great responsibility. This I translate myself. 堪当重任 in Chinese 4 words. I say once again, be capable of shouldering important tasks, can hold a pose of great responsibility. That is the monk life, monastic life. Thank you.